And see, bro, excellent point, man, because again, I think that we've been so desensitized by social media, and we haven't acknowledged, again, social media's impact towards our jealousy. Aaron, seeing that video constantly play back and forth, it shows you her friend has so much vitriol in her heart that derives from jealousy. And bro, there's no mistake, because reason being, Shanquella, when you look at her story, she was a very successful young black woman. And being young, black, and gifted, and being a woman, I think that her counterparts may have, and not even may have, because it's proven with that hatred, compared themselves. And I think that being on that trip, and I'm telling you, I think being on that trip, just seeing her light, seeing her have a good time. Sometimes, Aaron, bro, when you just walk in the room, sometimes you could trigger. They could be like, yo, I ain't got swag like Aaron. I ain't got production like Aaron. I'm not cool. Sometimes they just be like, I'm not cool like you.
Yeah. That's a real emotion. That's a real.
I'm not cool like you. And see, bro, since the beginning of time, you can go to Cain and Abel, you can go to wherever. There's always been stories and fables about jealousy and that leading to death. But social media has sparked that even more, because now we have a whole generation that's coming up constantly comparing themselves. And think about women. You're constantly being told you aren't pretty enough. Your butt's not big enough. Not sexy enough. And then when you see a woman who people deem attractive, when you see a woman who people deem successful, she's an entrepreneur, she's a boss, she's all these different qualifications that's being checked off, you're like, well, who am I? And sometimes dudes be jealous of women.
That's crazy.
So, because to me...
Yeah, nah, it's true though.
Aaron, come on, bro. Good people, what's up, what's good, man? Blessed be your host, Caleb Smith. We are back with another edition of Chillin with Caleb. The first one was dope, man. We got a great reception, great love from it, man. Shout out to Aaron again for capturing the moment, joining in on the conversation. Aaron, we got taken down on TikTok, bro. We went viral on TikTok. The people was fooling with it. And we got labeled as anti-real estate agent. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, I take it as a dub, though, bro. Hey, we sparking controversy, great conversation. So, man, I appreciate you. But how does it feel, man, before we even start knowing that? Hey, we got to take it down on TikTok, bro. You told me about TikTok. You wasn't lying. It's a real algorithm, bro. I posted it, turned my phone off. Came back home, checked it in the morning. I was like, yo, Aaron wasn't lying, bro. So how does it feel, man, knowing that you got banned, bro? In one day.
Oh, man, I guess that's like, in these days, it's clout tokens. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, it's kind of whack. It's real whack, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I guess it's the technocracy, man.
Technocracy, I love it.
We're seeing the early stages of it.
Sheesh.
So y'all gotta check out the series Corporate, or is it Corporate?
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, Incorporated. I think Sci-Fi. I think that's the name of it. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, man, it's like they got like a red zone and a green zone.
I remember you told me that, bro.
It's like the have and the have-nots. But the main thing is just like you know, basically you're a citizen of whatever job you work with. So like if you worked at Apple, you'd be like a citizen of Apple, like you'd be an Apple citizen.
Which is what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Incorporated, right, on Sci-Fi 1 season, 2016.
Bang.
Only one season, so it showed you it was 2D.
They shut that down. It's too real. Like it's too real. Like they revealed like all that stuff. But I mean, yeah, we seeing it, we're living in it, you know what I'm saying? Technocracy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Man, I'm with it, bro. Man, Aaron, we appreciate you, bro, man. Today we're gonna have another powerful discussion, bro. It was a young lady, bro, at the age of 25, Shanquella Robinson, bro. She died. If you haven't heard about the story, you can check it out on TikTok, bro. Again, you put me on. I was on TikTok scrolling. Sid, she put me on from TikTok as well. Now it's exploded. But age, only 25 years old. She was in, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Cabo with some of her friends. It was a clip that got exposed where she was basically getting jumped. It was one girl, her friend, and they got into like a fight. I think she was only in Cabo for about roughly 24 hours. Then the friends had flew back from Cabo back to the States. She was from Charlotte, but she was left there and she was dead. Her spine, it was severed. She had a broken neck. And when I saw it again, you know, we try to approach things from a deeper perspective and mindset. I'm like, man, the power of jealousy, right, bro? Like, we seen it in hip hop. We seen it in just everyday life, whether, you know, it's young Dolph being murdered in his own city in Memphis. And even with Dolph, I kind of felt like that was like metaphysical too, because all the kings were laid to rest in Memphis.
Right.
And Kemet, Nip.
Oh, man.
He died in the Valley of Kings.
Valley of Kings.
Nip. And then now we got Shanquella Robinson, who was murdered. And what happened, the friends flew back. They had no communication at first with her parents. And her parents found out in Mexico they had to pay $6,000 just to get her body returned from out the country back into the States. And seeing the video, bro, I'm going to send it to you afterwards, of course. But Shanquella, bro, she was naked when the girl was like trying to fight her. And she said that she wasn't trying to fight. One of her male friends was recording this fight, and he was like, "You're not going to fight back?" And she said, "No." And I'm just saying, as a man, he should have stepped in. Yeah. Like, yo, like, she's not even wearing clothes right now.
That's wild.
Like, yo, I got to step in as a man, lower this situation. But I was thinking, like, how many times do we see people go in friend groups or on trips and they start beefing on the trip?
Yeah.
That's why I be thinking, yo, you just better off rolling solo dolo, chilling with your girl, chilling with your friends. But power of jealousy, that you can have somebody, you go into the trip thinking that you guys are friends, but then it gets exposed that you aren't, of course. Right. And it can lead to your own demise, your death, and nothing even comes from that. So, Aaron, bro, like, how do you feel about how we should move when it comes to jealousy in friend groups, and how do you just detect who's really not with you, who's a Judas? Because I think that for people that's within it, sometimes you can be too close to see it. But people on the outside, they can tell you, yo, check out for such and such. And as black men, it can really lead to death. And now, as we see for black women, it can lead to death as well, bro. She had a severed spine, broken neck, and they just flew back like nothing happened. So how do we try to protect ourselves when it comes to jealousy within your own circle sometimes?
Man.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta go let Devin in.
Yeah, that's like an age-old thing, man. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, you know, always analyze your circle. Like, always analyze, you know. Don't befriend everybody like so easily. You have acquaintances, like level them. Like, you got acquaintances, you got like true friends, associates. Yeah. You know, people that you might like, coworkers. You know, just don't let everybody in, man. You know, protect your peace. Yeah. And then, like, when people reveal yourself, believe themselves, like, believe them. Like, you know,
that's a bar.
It's funny. It's kind of in the same vein of what we're talking about, but it's kind of like an aside real quick. Yeah. If you ever taken pictures with people, like pictures captures.
Ooh,
or pictures
you ain't lying. It says 1,000 words for real.
Yeah, they say 1,000 words. So like if you have like a group picture or something,
you ain't lying.
You might catch somebody like side-eyeing somebody, or like
the hater,
like a fake smile. Like the lens reveals a lot of things that the naked eye can't really detect. So
that's facts.
It's kind of in line what we were talking about.
Yeah, nah, most definitely.
But and like me being, you know, production person,
you see it.
The lens it reveals everything.
Recently, yo. I mean, even shooting podcasts sometimes you can see, yo,
you can see
like, yo, Aaron, hey, lens, you caught man, when like, old dude crazy. Said X, Y, and Z. Yeah,
you like, damn. But yeah, and then like, you know, trust your gut. Always trust your gut, trust your instincts. And then you don't have to, like I said, you don't always have to befriend everybody. You know, give people the benefit of the doubt, like be friendly and cordial with people. But I don't know if don't always try to be peacemaker all the time. Like, if you don't know the nature of people's gripes with each other or their beefs with each other, don't interject yourself so freely to like be peacemaker, because you never know first of all, like if you have two friends, right, and they've been bickering back and forth for a little bit or whatever, and they're keeping score with each other. So even though like everybody could be friends for a little bit or whatever, me and you would beefing. We keep a score. Yo, Caleb did this to me like 2 years ago, and then I did something. You're like, yo, he did this to me. And we keep a score, but like, let's say a third person comes and try to mediate or whatever, they think it's all good, but you could have just said something that just triggers something that you did 4 years ago, and I just set it on you. And then he gets caught in the middle, and you retaliate, and then he ends up getting stabbed or hurt in the process. And he was just trying to be a peacekeeper, like the third person. So, just when people's bickering back and forth, like you just never know how deep the jealousy and the envy and all that stuff goes. So you just gotta be, it's always gotta evaluate the circle and just be aware situations. And then like especially going out of the country like that. Sometimes I have plan B's. You know, you might have places where y'all stay as a group, but I don't know, like always plan out something. Like let's say something does pop off. Is there like another hotel like a couple blocks away, or do I have access? There's a rental car place. Can I just call, get a rental? Transportation to dip off and chill somewhere before I can get back home or something like that, or like regroup away from the group, or I don't know. You just gotta think a couple steps ahead.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying,
bro? That's heavy. And man, I noticed something right with friend groups. We have to have honest conversations, and I think so many times, like our society now, we've been in such a state of making it normal to be passive aggressive and to also not really voice how we feel out of wanting to be accepted. Facts. Now, Shanquella, I'm not saying that about her at all, but I'm just saying that this was like a microcosm of what I've seen throughout my young adult life of people have beefs that build up over time.
Right.
And then when it finally explodes, it can get ugly because this could have been alleviated off of having a simple conversation beforehand. Right. And I think sometimes that we aren't honest with ourselves too about friend group trips. And I think social media, again, plays a major role in that because especially with women, I'm not a woman, so I can't speak on all women at all. But I know that the way that marketing works, marketing firms know that once you get the woman, the man will follow, and men do things that women want to do off of trying to chase women, right? Facts. So most men buy a big ring for a woman, not because we like diamonds, but because she likes a diamond and she's going to feel validated by that diamond. And that represents that she's somebody's wife and that she has made it. Now, I'm not saying that a woman's value just solely comes from being a wife, but they grow up with the fairy tale. Like these are programming steps. So she's going to grow up watching Frozen. So then she's going to think, okay, I have to be somebody's princess. Right. Then as a young adult, I think that Frozen turns into, I'm scrolling on TikTok, shout out to TikTok. I'm scrolling on IG, Twitter, and I'm seeing such and such, she's in Cabo, or this person, they're in Thailand, or they're in Egypt, or they're in the Bahamas. So if she's doing it, then I gotta do it. Okay, I might be able to afford this villa if 6 of us go. Right. Or they went on a friend trip, so I gotta go on a friend trip. And I think you start forcing friend trips that aren't even there. And I guess my psyche is, and it may be because I'm a guy, I don't see the value in rolling deep on a vacation, because I think that takes away from having just tranquility, having peace, because it's being affected because I have all these different people. You might want to go, Aaron might say, yo, I want to ride ATVs today. I might be like, yo, Aaron, I just want to sit back, have some drinks at the bar and just lay down today and just vibe out. Right. That can create conflict because y'all could have went in, again, not having a simple conversation about, yo, today's itinerary is X, Y, and Z.
Itinerary, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, itinerary. Yeah.
Come on. So I think that all these things build up. And again, it goes back to jealousy because Shanquella, bro, after, learning more about her story, she's from Charlotte, popular hair braider, entrepreneur. She was killing it. And my theory is, I might be wrong, that jealousy was brewing, bro. Like when I show you that video, when you see the video, you'll see that jealousy, it was brewing. Damn. And that was something that was brewing over time. And for me, the way that she was assaulted and she was naked.
Yeah, dude. So
I'm gonna try to pull it up, bro.
like,
I'm gonna have to for you.
Because because when you was breaking that down, and I'm just like, I'm thinking in my head, like, how did it get to the point where she didn't have any clothes on? Like, just
I think she was in the comfort of just being like in a room, maybe.
Okay.
That's why I said she was ambushed to me.
Okay, I see.
And I wasn't bro. She was only there for 24 hours, so that shows me no beef can.
It popped off like right away. Yeah, it was already ruined. Yeah,
come on,
it was something.
I'm at the video for you right now, y'all. I gotta show Aaron right now.
Yeah. Let me watch it.
You can keep my phone too. There you go.
Wow. Yeah, they going at it. Wow.
Mind you, it's a guy who's filming. And, bro, she said, I'm not going to fight back. So I think that showed her care for her friend, that she probably loved her friend so much she couldn't put hands on her.
Wow. But there comes a point of self-preservation has to kick in.
But I think
that's not that much love in my heart.
But that's a deeper conversation, right,
like,
Aaron?
You know what I'm saying?
I think
the way she's
But I think the friends that get bullied are the ones who have the biggest hearts.
The biggest hearts, yeah.
And I think that because mind you, she's a woman, and she was probably raised like she didn't probably grow up in a bad environment, so she probably never had to fight ever.
Right.
So now knowing is fight or flight, that's probably traumatizing for her.
Wow.
And then knowing that, so the friends are now trying to play innocent. One of the guys who was on the trip was trying to explain himself on TikTok.
Right.
I felt like he was incriminating everybody because why are you talking without a lawyer? But for y'all to fly back on the trip, Aaron, let's say me and you go to Cabo, living it up. Your mom's, she finds out that Aaron's dead. Aaron has a broken neck, a severed spine, and there's videotape of Aaron getting in a fight with somebody else on camera. I can't say that I'm innocent. I can't
spin that. Like, how the fuck do you spin that?
You can have Olivia Pope on your team, bro. You can't
spin that because it's just going to be lies after lies after lies. And you're just going to have to layer the lies. And there's no way to spin that. And so many things are wrong with this. First of all, I mean, people scrap. That's okay, cool. All right, past that. I take martial arts, right? I'm a blue belt jiu-jitsu, right?
Walking weapon.
So, like, a severed spine.
That takes a lot of force, right?
Look, I mastered chokes. I know how to break limbs. And you feel that. So like when we're rolling on the mats like every night, every day, like in practice. I mean in class, right? One of the things about like jiu-jitsu is like all right, let's say in boxing, right? When you box every day at practice, like you can't go 100% because you would hurt each other. If you ever got people sparring on,
you wouldn't come back.
You just like you get hurt and just broken nose and all that stuff, and like you're not going to even be healthy for the fight. Good thing about jiu-jitsu is, we roll moderate and everything. You can roll heavy. We have in-house tournaments and all that stuff. But the thing about it is you tap. But a tap means that if this wasn't a controlled environment, I would have either choked you, and I would have took your air out of you, or I would have snapped your ankle, your leg, your arm, your elbow, your wrist. There's plenty of locks, like, everything. So I would have like killed you or broke something if we weren't in a controlled environment. So with that being said, every day you tap somebody at practice, you get to experience the kill. And like other art forms, you don't really get to experience the kill because you can't go 100% every night because you have unhealthy athletes and they won't even get to the fight because they have broken noses and their fists would be like all swollen from sparring every night. So you can't go 100%, but in jiu-jitsu you get to experience the kill. You get to know what it feels like. So with that being said, I know what it feels like to choke somebody or potentially break somebody's arm or their joint or something. So to sever a spine, it has to be an extreme amount of malice in your heart to do that to somebody, and somebody especially that you considered a friend. And I don't know, I wasn't there, but just going off what was purported, I mean, a severed spine, just think, all right, so just think like if you had a knife, everybody's held a knife before, whether it's like a dull butter knife in the kitchen or like a hunting knife or like a survival knife, like with a sharp blade. When you stab somebody and you puncture, their skin. It's like you have that force. And you feel that. You feel it, and you feel it. You're a human. You have intrinsic value. Like you have like an aura. People, you can feel people's.
You have
auras.
a soul.
You have a soul. Like
Yeah.
you can feel the hurt, and it's like in games where you're sparring and the energy level comes down as like player B hits player A. You see the energy, but like you can feel that. So to stab somebody or sever somebody's spine, there's too much hate for you to even accomplish that move. Like, how do you do that? With a weapon or your hand, like how do you do that? I don't know,
Bro, my thing is, right, do you think that because that takes so much force, I have a theory that I think it's outside of the friend, I think it's within the friend group, but also I think that one of the guys had to be involved. Probably. Because for a severed spine, like what you said, that takes so much brutal force. I think that it could possibly take multiple people, because the girl, her friend, so-called friend that she was getting in a fight, or not even getting in a fight with, who assaulted her, she's not that big and strong. Like, I don't think people truly understand. Your spine holds together you.
Yeah.
And to sever that.
Yeah. And then not to like digress from what you're saying. And then just the fact that how are we seeing this? How is this online? That means somebody was filming it.
It was a man who was filming it.
Scrapping.
That's right.
And it should do like what's
and
what's
then
up with
his
society,
question is,
bro?
you're not gonna fight back?
Why are you like
clout?
Why are you filming it? Why aren't you trying to break that shit up? Right? And even though I said about being, but these are your friends. Like it seems like they probably know each other. But
and they did.
Assuming, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
All of them knew each other.
With that, like there's no like, yo, stop, break that up. Like, yo, you're a dude. That chick, like you can bust that up easily, bro. That's light work right there. You know what I'm saying? And you talk some sense into them for the moment. They gonna still be heated, but at least you can stop this. Like, yo, she's beating that's crazy. She beating the brakes off of her right there. She's not fighting back,
and she's not wearing clothes. Why are you filming a naked woman?
That's another thing.
That's step one.
That's an invasion of privacy. Like, that's,
come on, bro.
There's a lot of things wrong with this, but today's society, like,
hey, we be cooning for clout, bro.
Today's society is an issue, man. It's self-destructive. Like, to continue stuff like this, man, I can't even call it, bro. It's just a different world that we're living in, and it's really it's self. A lot of people are selfish, bro. They don't have any empathy or compassion for people. There's a lack of that, and that'll take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be you on the other side getting mollywopped,
easily.
And the next time, like, you back in the States, like you at an ATM, somebody could just put the
right behind you
and pistol whip, and then like people will be like, "Oh, world star." And then like pull out the phone and you gonna be like, "Yo, why aren't you helping me?"
Strip you naked.
Well, nigga, you was just filming a chick getting mollywopped. Like,
it's that karma.
Room. Like, what you talking about? So honestly, it could be you, and then you're gonna ask the same questions that people are asking about you filming. It's like, "Yo, why'd you just sit there and film while this dude was taking my money that I just got from the ATM and put a burner to my temple, pistol with me, kicked me, took my watch, and you filmed it?" Yeah, that's because that's what we do now.
And see, bro, excellent point, man, because again, I think that we've been so desensitized by social media, and we haven't acknowledged, again, social media's impact towards our jealousy. Aaron, seeing that video constantly play back and forth, it shows you her friend has so much vitriol in her heart that derives from jealousy.
Jealous.
And bro, there's no mistake, because reason being, Shanquella, when you look at her story, she was a very successful young black woman. And being young, black, and gifted, and being a woman, I think that her counterparts may have, and not even may have, because it's proven with that hatred, compared themselves. And I think that being on that trip, and I'm telling you, I think being on that trip, just seeing her light, seeing her have a good time. Sometimes, Aaron, bro, when you just walk in the room, sometimes you could trigger. They could be like, "Yo, I ain't got swag like Aaron. I ain't got production like Aaron. I'm not cool." Sometimes they just be like, "I'm not cool like you."
Yeah. That's a real emotion. That's a real.
I'm not cool like you. And see, bro, since the beginning of time, you can go to Canaan, you can go to wherever. There's always been stories and fables about jealousy and that leading to death. But social media has sparked that even more because now we have a whole generation that's coming up constantly comparing themselves. And think about women. You're constantly being told you aren't pretty enough. Your butt's not big enough. Not sexy enough. And then when you see a woman who people deem attractive, when you see a woman who people deem successful, she's an entrepreneur, she's a boss, she's all these different qualifications that's being checked off, you're like, well, who am I? And sometimes dudes be jealous of women.
That's crazy.
So, because to me,
yeah, nah, it's true though.
Aaron, come on, bro. If you even saw Sid get in a fight, let's say we just at the studio kicking it, it's some random chick who comes, they start fighting. I know for a fact, if I'm not here, you or Devin, somebody's breaking that. Like, y'all ain't gonna have two women scrap.
Yeah, that's easy work. Yeah.
But we aren't, it's a lot of dudes that are beta men, and they aren't raised to have a standard. And right now, this ain't a charge against all black men because we are amazing. Yeah. But I'm saying some of us, we do have to step up, and others have to say something too. Like, yo, you gotta be better.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Accountability. You know
That's it.
And just do it within your circle. If everybody do it within the circle, then it reaches out to the greater, you know what I'm saying, to the greater community. And you have to have conversations with each other. But then again, it's like, trust your instincts. Like, I mean, who knows? Like, Shorty could have felt, you know,
she had to.
The bully chick,
but she ignored it.
Felt the way she could have ignored the signs or whatever, or ignored her gut. And people with big hearts ignore a lot of red flags and signs that, you know, they could be in harm or somebody could be hating on them on the low. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like. You know, go trust your gut, trust your instincts, and just protect. You guys just gotta protect yourself, man. Self-preservation, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this cloud era, cloud tokens are like people going for them. It's monkey see, monkey do. Everything's about trends, and that's another thing too. That's kind of wasn't always about trends. Actually, individuality was like the shit. That was the fly shit. Like just.
You talking about neo soul times, yeah.
That was, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, if I see 5 people wearing brand A, right? I was like, back in the day, like people would be, before all this social media stuff and all that, it's like people would be like, dang, they got brand A. You know what? I'm not gonna get that just because everybody else got them shits. I'm gonna rock brand B or C because I ain't trying to be like everybody else. But today's psychology is like, yo, everybody's wearing sneaker brand A. Oh, I gotta be seen as sneaker brand A too because that's trending, or like such and such got that. I saw it on posted here and here. That's what everybody's talking about. Oh, I gotta fit in too and be a part of the trend. Actually, that's being whack because you don't have any identity. You fit in with everybody else with sneaker brand A.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of whack. You don't have no individuality. Where's your style? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's your individuality? Where's your creativity? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what I like about like the area where I grew up, like the DMV, right?
Oh yeah, y'all was hard with the phone posits too.
Posits,
yeah.
Like, we made them,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You still don't see it down south.
You still don't. You know what I'm saying? And then the throwback, like dudes would rock some throwback posits, New Balance, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We made New Balance, Sauconys, like all the fly shit. And then like the chicks, I give it up to chicks in like Virginia, Maryland, DC. They'll do some thrift stores. That's the thing. So like they'll go to thrift store, they'll spend like $100 on a whole outfit, but when they take pictures of it, they be like, damn, I guarantee it looks like they sprint bread. But that's like the style. So like that's creativity, that's individuality, that's being fly.
Resourcefulness too.
Kind of went off at the tangent.
Nah, please, bro.
Is it's like this trend, this I gotta follow everybody. Now the whole following concept, you got people searching. It's like people try to be digital messiahs now.
Oh, digital.
Whole bunch of followers, like, yo.
That's a topic for next one, bro.
Like, I follow you, right? Where you leading me? What you lead me to just do what a whole bunch of other people's doing? Like, I don't want to do that. I'm an individual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Within the community, I got my own identity that I'm building. Like, do I want to follow you to just follow a whole bunch of other people and just wear
That's
sneaker
heavy.
brand A like everybody else?
That's heavy,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
besides, like, everybody want everybody to follow him. Like, where are you leading me if I follow you? Before you follow somebody, you should DM me and be like, yo, I looked at your page. I don't know. I might follow you. So if I follow you, where are you leading me? And see what they say.
That's heavy, bro. Digital Messiah. Yo, Aaron, bro, within these last 5 minutes, bro, because that's heavy. That's the topic for the next one, bro. Digital Messiahs, because that was heavy, bro. That was heavy. That points to Shanquella could be their digital Messiah.
Huh.
And you always got a Judas who's still following you, but they get so jealous when you start knowing your power. It's like, yeah, I'm still following you, but I'm going to have to take you out because my ego can't take following you no more. And that's the problem sometimes, whether you see it in a Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, MLK. You always going to have that one in the group that's going to follow the Messiah. But that ego and that hatred is going to be so strong. It's like, I got to be next. How come I'm not as cool as you? How come I'm not as powerful as you? How come I'm not as consistent, as dedicated as you? And all it takes is just asking, how'd you do it?
Yeah. Simple conversations. And like, another thing too is just like, I'm kind of glad we're starting like the keep it real era no more. Because like the keep it real era, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's screw faced, the mug, mugged up all the time.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad like brothers is like, oh, what's up? What's good, brother? How you feeling?
Showing love.
What's up? Show love. It's like different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad that like, I know as far as the brothers, like we're more open. I think we're kind of the leaders in that because it hasn't always been like that with us. But
Me mugging,
all that stuff. But that's kind of like, it's kind of faded a little bit, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about being down here, like in the South.
Yeah.
It's definitely different from being up the way.
I heard, bro.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's like a real thing. So you can actually speak to people and talk and be friendly
And show love.
And a lot of people do actually want to show love or want to say what's up to people or hey, how you doing, brother? Dap people up and all that stuff. But in some just fast paced environments, it's like, yo, if you trying to say hi to somebody, they'll just like, yo, what? Like, yo, get away from me, bro. I got this on my mind. I'm on a mission. People be on a mission. You know what I'm saying? So they just walking fast, earbuds in, blasting whatever music. Not tapping in, like I guess half being aware, half. But I think that's a lot of habit, and it's like we're real robotic through our days sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We're
That's
not
right.
like soaking in the moment, and we're just like, I got to be here at 4, got to be here at 5, little lunch break, and then I go back here. Then I got to catch this train. I got to be on this bus. I got to get to my car. I got to, before it gets a boot or it gets towed or get a ticket, got to beat this traffic, blah, 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 blah. So you got that going on. And, and so sometimes, like, if I know, like, I saw this one dude that, I think he just really wanted to just, I think he made eye contact with somebody. You know how it's kind of weird if you make eye contact with somebody and you don't speak? It's kind of weird. It's it's like a human thing. It's like, oh, what's up? Some kind of gesture or whatever.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, he made eye contact with the dude. And he was trying to say, he just wanted to say, oh, what's up? How you doing? How's your day? Whatever. And the dude was like, yo, like, make it feel like, what do you want, yo? What do you want? I got somewhere to be. Like, don't waste my time. I was just like, yo, that's crazy. I think he just really just wanted to say, what's up? How you doing? And just keep walking, like, no big deal. But I don't know. Different places is just different behaviors in people. But for the most part, I think people do want to just say, what's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I mean, yo, you might as well just say hi to people if they don't. Like, so what? Yeah. It just happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because you know that person might think that you're the screw face type. But you're really not. You're just kind of blending in, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Ain't that deep.
And yeah, like, if somebody said what's up to you probably, oh, what's up? What's up, King? How you doing? Peace. All right.
Simple.
Word, you good? All right, word. That's what's up. All right, be easy. Just 5 seconds. But you know, we got slick talk. We the masters that, oh, Peace, what's good? How you feeling? Word, you good?
Spark a whole conversation.
Word.
Little head nod.
Just a little head nod, just a little, we make some sound. Yo, word, you good? All
I see you.
All right.
I see you.
That speaks volumes. if you know the lingo.
We're connected.
It's a connection.
And see, bro, Aaron, dang, that was powerful, bro. Digital messiahs, connectivity. Man, in closing, Aaron, I think that story and that example just broke down this whole story about Shanquella Robinson, because the ego fractures our love. And this might sound crazy, but what they did to her, they had love, but that love turned into jealousy over time. Right. And that jealousy then turned into hatred. And like what you said, all it takes is simply saying, I acknowledge you, I praise you, I honor you. But the ego and the hatred and the jealousy become so strong that you're fighting that urge. And out of fighting and battling that urge, it then leads to you doing something crazy and causing harm to a person that you truly had love for. But that hatred was so strong. Like when I think about Nip, shitty cuz him murdering Nip was truly somebody who admired Nip. But Nip not giving you what you wanted in that moment.
Right, in that moment.
Like what you've been saying, triggered that hatred and that vitriol in your heart. So all the young black kings out there, black queens, especially as well, when you see somebody walking down the street and if you think that's a dope person, acknowledge their presence. Even if you feel like I'm afraid, just like what Aaron's story was about old dude being saying, get away from me. Don't worry about that. Even if a person doesn't reciprocate that love, you keep extending that love, and that's going to lead to great relationships. And that's going to lead to people always saying, yo, Aaron, this person, that person, they was a great person, great dude, great woman.
Right.
And they sparked love, and they made me put my guard down and show love to them. So my challenge is for us to learn from Shanquella's tragedy and just show love to each other. And even if you feel jealousy or envy in your heart, which are human emotions, say, okay, I'm feeling this because I want to be that person. So how can I learn from this person? Even if that person shuts me down, I can learn from somebody by first letting my guard down and showing love. And I'm going to get that love back in tenfold. It's all about my added balance. But Aaron, in closing, how do you feel, bro?
Man, that's I mean, you know, condolences to her and her family.
Most definitely.
And that it's a tragic. It's man. I wasn't even prepared to go into that conversation.
I know. Hey, it was dope though.
Yeah. Just seeing that shit, man. Is we got to do better, people. Just be aware of your surroundings, man. Just, you know, everything. Just reiterating everything we already said. I'm not gonna just run back and sum up everything. But I mean, it's a sad event, man. It's a sad event, but that's an age-old thing, you know, the jealousy, greed, the lust, the hate, all that stuff, you know. Man, but like, you know, just got at these times you gotta play some Bob Marley or something, you know what I'm saying? He was just like,
relax.
Just legit, because he's always put love in his music, you know what I'm saying? And man, I think, you know, that's the missing element to a lot of things, you know. It's just, that's like a high degree of science right there, is the love, you know.
That's it.
But on the flip side, it's spellbinding too, because they might have had love for each other a little bit, and then the love, like, you just don't know how to. Because, like, just in closing, I'm not. You said good. A whole bunch. Just one quick story. Man.
Please.
I remember my human sexuality class. I think it was like my freshman year.
I took that class to it's heavy.
Yeah,
it's heavy,
like
bro.
That little one credit
it's
class.
Heavy. Yep.
It was a big auditorium, whatever.
Yep.
And one of, like, I think it was about maybe 60 people in class. We all had to go. It was one exercise. We all had to go up to the whiteboard or the blackboard and just, okay, the word was love, right? And then we had to write one word, that the first word that comes to your mind when you hear the word love.
That's deep.
Yo, like, it was a whole bunch of different answers, like, on the board. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, like, you had to look to see, you had to try to come up with a different word, but some people couldn't, so they just wrote the same word, whatever. Yo, this one girl, she like spazzed because, I don't know, she was really into the assignment. And she was like just standing up there trying to think of a word. And she was just like, you know, like, she was like, can I just talk? Can I just say what I have to say? And the instructor was like, okay, go ahead. And she was basically went on for like 2-3 minutes, just rambled her stream of consciousness. And it was like, she was like, I mean, like, love is like, it's joy, it's pain, it's ups and downs, it's like highs and lows, it's like suffering, but it's happy, it's you give a whole bunch of things. It's just like, damn, yo. So like one word means all of that. So It's like, man, look, that word love is spellbinding, bro. And it's like, man, that word, bro. That word, it's not, there's probably a Webster or Merriam or Oxford definition for it, but there's no definition for it.
It's
it
too
means
powerful.
a whole bunch of things to many different people. So that's you got phrases like love, hate, relationship. They're opposite things, but
it's the
they're
same.
Super duper.
I hate
close.
you because I love you so
I hate
much.
you because I love, and she said that. She's like, because I mean, like, she was like, I mean, like my boyfriend, I love him so much. Sometimes I want to kill him. That right there, I was like, oh, yo, time out, bro.
Killer
Like,
Sally
I opened
vibes.
My eyes right there. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then you have movies like A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Things like
Which
that.
is a thin line. People don't understand
It's
that.
a thin line.
Not a wall, none of that. It's a thin line.
Right. But I digress.
Ooh, the mic is on fire. Aaron dropped the mic. Aaron, we appreciate you as always, King, man. Y'all make sure to show Aaron some love. Man, thank y'all again for all the positive comments, all the love. Thank you to TikTok as well, bro, for calling us anti-real estate agent. We appreciate that because that means that we're doing something right. Not saying that that is good. I'm just saying that we're sparking conversation, that we're sparking debate. IG, we appreciate all the love. YouTube as well. Thank y'all, man. Shout out to the whole team. Devin for the set design, Sid for set design as well, the audio edits, Aaron with the edits, filming. It takes a team, man. But we appreciate y'all. Make sure to keep doing what you're doing. Show love. Don't be afraid to show love. Keep being great. Have a big heart, but also have boundaries as well. Understand that balance. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, blessed be your host, Caleb Smith. We'll see y'all on the next one, Digital Messiah. Thanks to Aaron. That's going to be a heavy one. See y'all soon. And again, by the way, this was filmed, I think it's the 15th or the 16th. 16th. So things might change, newer developments in the case. If that changes, don't hold it against us because it was dated. So we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Wow.